Hello everyone, Deepali Ingle welcomes you on behalf of Saraswat International Academy, Rata Vapi. Today we will discuss Chapter 1, Subject English, Standard 10th, A Letter to God by G.L. Fluentus. A letter to God has a beautiful theme that is extreme faith in God. God may give you a ray of hope even in the toughest time. In this story, we will see the faith, a strong belief in God by the farmer. So before starting, I would like to request you children, keep a textbook with you, a notebook, a pen or pencil. So when I am explaining some important phrases or words, you can underline it and write down their meanings. Now, in this video, I will cover page number 3, 4 and 5, chapter number 1, A Letter to God. So let's start our lesson. Page number 3. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. From this height, one could see the river, the field of ripe corn dotted with the flowers that always promised a good harvest. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour, or at least a shower. Throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. So, this is the story of a farmer and his family. Where is the family is living? The family is living on the crest. And what is the meaning of crest? Top of a hill. So, from this house, he can see, and he is having a field of corn. And his field was ready, and only one thing he was needed, that is the downpour. And here, downpour is a shower of rain. And throughout the morning, Lencho knew his fields intimately. Intimately means thoroughly. He knew everything about his fields. Now we are really going to get some water woman. The woman who was preparing supper replied, "Yes, God willing." The older boys were working in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house until the woman called to them all, "Come for dinner." So, children, we are having many new words here: crest, downpour, intimately, and supper. Supper means dinner. In this paragraph, we will learn about the farmer Lencho and his family. They lived on the top of the hill. He had a field of corn from his house. He could see the entire farm. All he needed for his field was a downpour so that he could get good harvest. He discussed about the rain with his wife, who was busy in preparing dinner. She also agreed that God will surely help them with rain. When the dinner was ready, she just called her sons. The elder one was working in the field and the younger one was playing near the house, just as Lencho had predicted. Big drops of rain began to fall. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed, "These aren't raindrops falling from sky. They are new coins. The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are fives." With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers draped in curtain of rain. But but suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. These truly resemble new silver coins. The boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pearls. So, while having dinner, what happened? Big drops of rain began to fall. Lencho was very happy. He went out to feel the rain. With joy, he exclaimed that the raindrops are just as new coins falling from the sky. So, why did Lencho call the raindrops as new coins? Because he knew that if the rain fall on his fields, it will help him to get good harvest. He will be able to earn a lot of money by selling the harvest. So he called the raindrops as new coins. Here, big new coins, one term is there. Then 10-cent pieces and the and little ones are fives. Cent pieces are used as a currency, a unit of currency. Big drops as compared as 10 cent pieces and little ones are compared as 5 cent pieces. Here cent pieces is a unit of currency. Lencho was very happy and satisfied, but suddenly everything was changed. A very large hailstones began to fall, and just as the silver coins, same as the stones of ice, and his sons were very excited and they ran out to collect the frozen pearls. Here, frozen pearls are large hailstones. So, which new words in this paragraphs are? Paragraph new coins, 10 cent pieces, then draped. Draped means covered here. All the flowers and the field is covered with, draped with in a curtain of rain. And hailstones are big drops of big stones of ice, hailstones, and silver coins are considered as the uh, raindrops, and frozen pearls also stones of ice. It's really getting bad now, exclaimed the man. I hope it passes quickly. It did not pass quickly. For an hour, the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. The field was white, as covered as salt. Not a leaf remained on trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness. When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, would a plague of locusts would have left more than this. The hail has left nothing. This year we will not have no corn. That night was a sorrowful one. All our work for nothing. There's no one who can help us. We will go hungry this year. With these large hailstones, Lencho was really worried now. He thought if it did not pass quickly, it will damage his crops. Soon his field was covered with salt. Here, why is it said that the field is covered with salt? Because it was fully covered with ice. The rain with the large hailstones destroyed Lencho's cornfield. He was very upset, sad, and helpless. When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his son, a plague of locusts would have left more than this. What is the plague of locusts? Now, a plague of locusts here means a large number of insects. Those looks like a grasshopper. Lencho was very sorrowful. He knew that there was nothing left in his field. He would not be able to sell anything. He was also feeling sad. All the hard work went for nothing. So he was very upset and he was very sorrowful. And he said, Ki, there is no one can help us now. We will go hungry this year because the rain destroyed and damaged whole the crop. But in the hearts of all who lived in the solitary house in the middle of the valley was a single hope from God. Here, solitary means alone, lonely house. Don't be so upset. Even though this seems like the total loss, remember no one dies of hunger. That's what they say, no one dies of hunger. Here, whom they refer, they means their his family, his wife and children. So he was very upset, and his family consoled him. His family told him, who lived in that solitary house, lonely house, all are having hope, help from God. They all said to him that no one will die of hunger. Lencho was also having a deep faith in God. He strongly believed that God will save him from this disaster, and the family said that no one dies of hunger. All through night, Lencho thought only this hope, a help from God, whose eyes, as he has been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in the conscience. Lencho was ox of a man, working like an animal in the fields, but still he knew how to write. The following Sunday, at daybreak he began to write a letter, which he himself could carry to town and place in the mail. It was nothing less than a letter to God. So what happened? Lencho was the whole family told Lencho not to worry. God will definitely help them. He was also having the strong faith in God. So what he decided? He decided to write a letter to God. In this paragraph, a phrase is there, an ox of a man. What is the meaning of an ox of a man? Means very hard-working man. Lencho was very hard-working man. A whole day he was working like animal in the fields, but still he knew the basic reading and writing. So next, the following Sunday, means next Sunday, at the daybreak in the morning, he began to write a letter which he himself would carry to the town. And he wrote a letter. He personally go to the town and place in the mail. It was nothing less than a letter to God. So, this whole paragraph denotes the strong faith in God. And with this disaster, he was very helpless. He was very upset, and he decided to write a letter to God. So he wrote a letter. He went to the post office and mailed that letter, and it was a beautiful, simple letter to God.